explorers, I'm back today for another video for solo travel tips for my women explorers, my Black women explorers. So today I'm going to talk about a few tips that you should keep in mind to make sure you are not a target when you're traveling. So no one targets you, no one thinks you're a tourist, no one takes advantage of you because you don't know where you're going, that you don't belong there, and all of that. So I'm going to give you a few tips to keep in mind to make sure you stay safe as you travel into new spaces. And just to let you know, I am Keita the Explorer, and here on my channel I talk about all things travel, photography, and sustainability. Now let's get into today's video. The first tip I want to mention to you to make sure you have the confidence that you're not a target is to walk with confidence. I want you to walk around, act like you know where you're going. Don't walk around saying like, oh, is it over there? Oh, let me look at my phone. Oh, I just don't know what's going on. Don't look confused walking around in new streets. You need to, like I mentioned in my last solo travel video, to make sure you know where you're going before you leave your hotel, Airbnb, or wherever you're staying, so you can go out and walk the streets, act like you are not a tourist, but act like you actually live there, despite if you blend in or not. I know I have been places where I'm not from there, but people always come up to me and ask for directions because I walk with confidence. Walk in those boss woman steps that you should and know you have. The next tip I want to mention is to make sure you dress appropriately. There are countries and places in this world where you shouldn't go out and dressing all skimpy, meaning don't wear the short shorts or wear shirts with the sleeves, your shoulders out and everything like that. Some places you need to dress more conservatively, especially as a female. You may need to cover your shoulders, or there may be places where it'd be more respectful for you to cover your hair. So know what you're expecting when you go to that country and know how to dress so you can blend in that manner. You don't want to go somewhere and the dress is conservative and you're not, or maybe people in that country dress, with more, I don't want to say bland, but bland colors, maybe more neutral colors. Don't go wearing bright orange. So make sure you know how that particular place dresses so you can fit in as best as possible based on your dress. Another way to not be a target is to make sure you don't wear flashy jewelry. I usually take maybe a couple pieces of jewelry and usually earrings with me, and then I have a class ring and I always wear that. But I don't really take a lot of flashy jewelry with me when I travel to new places because jewelry sparkles, it's flashy, it stands out. It makes people see the jewelry before they see you at sometimes. So you don't want someone to say like, oh, she has this beautiful necklace on, it's shining, it's bright. It may not even be real, but they see that and they may begin to target you to steal something, to steal your necklace or whatever jewelry it is, and you don't want that to happen. So tone it down on the jewelry when you travel, unless you've been to that place and you know what's accepted or not. So the fourth solo travel tip for us ladies I want to share with you to make sure you're not a target when you travel is to be aware of your surroundings. And that is something you should be aware of, whether you're at home, in another city, another state, abroad, wherever. You should know and be aware of your surroundings. So make sure you don't have headphones on both sides. So if you want to listen to music or talk on the phone, have one ear open so you can hear if something is happening behind you or someone's coming up on you, you're able to hear them. Also, make sure you're paying attention and taking notice of things happening. If you see someone coming and they're doing something, a little strange, make sure you pay attention to that in your peripheral and actually look at them and recognize that, yay, I know you exist. Don't come up on me. So just make sure you pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure if you do see something suspicious, you get out of the way, and make sure you are able to hear things that are happening around you. Don't block your hearing with headphones. Okay, and the last tip that I want us wonderful solo traveling women to know to make sure you're not a target is to do some research ahead of time. Now you should know this by now because I say that for a lot of different topics because research beforehand is critical. I want you to research to make sure you know the nuances of that destination before you go. Meaning know if there's a particular scam that happens in that country. Like when I went to Thailand, I would have known if I researched ahead of time, but I was going for work. But anyway, if I would have researched ahead of time, I would have known that there were tuk-tuk scams. And I would have known what their setup was for the tuk-tuk scam. And then maybe it would have prevented 6 of us from my work team from not getting scammed by a tuk-tuk. And that's something you can very well easily find on the internet. And there's a lot of things out there. Each country has their own nuance about things that you may get scammed about or you may fall trapped to. I know one of my friends went to, I think it was Morocco, and there was like a henna tattoo scam that they got messed over with. So there's always something that you need to be aware of before you go. And when you get there, you'll know about it because you did the research in advance. So there's a lot of different tips and things that you need to be aware of as a solo traveling woman. But today I wanted to give you 5 tips, as I did, to make sure you're not a target when you are traveling in new destinations. So if you have any questions about these different tips that I mentioned, make sure you leave them down below in the comment box. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so, and it helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and social media networks, because you never know, there may be a lovely lady out there who would love to travel solo. And lastly, make sure you visit key2explorer.darkroom.tech so you can buy a photograph that I have taken at one of the destinations that I have been to around the globe to decorate your home or your office space. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and now wherever in the world you are. Bye.